Good morning, boys and girls. 5-1 day yesterday. Got a reason to smile this morning. Feeling good, feeling great. Super Bowl Sunday. Um, we got a short slate of basketball today, so that's the reason for this video. We're going to put out some quick picks that we like if you want to get some action in on Super Bowl, if you're trying to save your bankroll for props and all that good stuff. We have a video for you guys. Gave out quite a bit of picks on that video. Posted it yesterday on Twitter and on YouTube. I'll link it at the end of this video. But 5-1 day yesterday, as I said. We took some great action early. Got Michigan State -8. They were getting dog walked at halftime. They were down 14 at home and then just blew the doors off Oregon. Same thing with Vandy. Vandy was down 10 in the second half. We had them -2 for the game. And they just came back on Texas and roared right past them. I think they won that game by 10 also. We had FAU's team total over 77.5 yesterday. Tulsa didn't participate in the game very much, so I was worried about FAU scoring enough, but they got to 79 points, so they got us 1 point past the total, and that's all we need. We had those three picks there were really good picks. They were sweaty at some points, but got the job done pretty easily at that point. And then you go to Texas A&M and Missouri. They started out strong with scoring in that game, and then it really slowed down, and we had a 64-64 game with 1 second left. So we were going to get overtime, which maybe could have got us to the total. And Texas A&M decided to sink a three-pointer with 1 second left, and that ended that. So tough loss there, but we move on. We go out to Arizona, West Coast, 10:30 game. Texas Tech, number 13, Arizona, number 20. Great basketball game, very chippy. Felt like a tournament game or a conference championship game. Both teams wanted it, and just down the stretch, Arizona was able to put the game away. So we had them by 3.5. I believe they won by 10, something like that. So a good cover there. And then in the NBA, a better judgment on my end. Josh doesn't bet on his New York Knicks. I bet against his New York Knicks and with the Celtics. And if you watched that game last night, you didn't even need to watch the fourth quarter. Boston got up big in the third quarter with a 3-point barrage. I mean, Jason Tatum went nuclear. And then Peyton Pritchard followed it up. And there you go. So c'est la vie, Boston -2. They won by 20-something. So that's it, 5-1 day, and let's capitalize off it. Let's keep going. Like I said, 3 picks today. We got 2 in college basketball. We were going to have 3 in college basketball and 1 in the NBA, but I don't want to force picks, especially coming off a 5-1 day with the Super Bowl. I don't want to water it down or anything like that. I really like these 3 picks, so let's go with these. The first pick is going to be from LaSalle and UMass. It's basically a fade of UMass on this particular one. I've used UMass a few times on my own parlays. They never seem to get the job done. So I started to dive into the statistics a little bit more, and LaSalle is a better 3-point shooting team, a better free throw shooting team, a better defense, and they're playing at home. The line is -1. So you can take it at -1. I think it was -105 last time I looked at that. Or you can take them on the money line at -120. You're just avoiding the push that way if they win by 1. But either one I think I'm okay with. I think they win the game by more than 1 point. So that's going to be our first pick there. Just UMass is 10-13. They're not a really good team at all. They don't do anything particularly well. The game will probably be a lower scoring game, and I just like LaSalle to get it done at home. Our second pick was going to be between Xavier and Villanova. I like Big East basketball. Josh likes Big East basketball. Shout out Big Man Krantz. But he talked me off this pick last night just because when you get into the middle of that conference, it kind of gets mucked up where I know the saying anyone can beat anyone is a saying for a reason. But in that conference, it's particularly true. I mean, there's no identity to these teams even at this point in the season. I don't know what to expect game to game from these guys. So I don't want to risk my money on it. I think Villanova wins. They're at home. They're desperate. But I don't feel comfortable at the end of the day saying that Xavier can't go in there and win a game, because they certainly can, especially with this other pick on the board. So I wanted to give you guys that one just to let you know where I was thinking. But we're going to roll with Ohio State visiting Lincoln, Nebraska, taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Nebraska is -2.5, so same line as the Villanova game. Nebraska, they've won 9 games in a row that have been played during the day at home. I know that's kind of an obscure stat, but it matters because you're waking up and you're playing this game a few hours after you're out of bed. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Ohio State had to travel there. From Columbus to Lincoln is not a short flight. It's not terribly long either, but it's some travel. It's not like Ohio State's playing Northwestern and they can, be there in an hour. So with the travel baked in, Nebraska's won 3 games lately that have been pretty good. I mean, they beat Washington. Washington's not great, but they're formidable. Then they beat Illinois, and they beat Oregon. So I just like the way they're playing right now, and I think at home they get the job done. They should make some free throws down the stretch and put the game away, and that's what we're looking at. So we're going to take Nebraska -2.5 as our second pick, and then our third pick, we're going to go to the NBA. The 76ers are going to play the Bucks. I tried to bet the Sixers a couple times. I'm thinking they're getting their lineup back together. We did this the other day and just got smacked around because Joel Embiid decided I'm going to play and triple-double in one game, and then the next game I'm just going to absolutely lay a dud. So that's what he did. That's what they did as a team. Detroit smacked them around. Milwaukee at home, short number, 2.5 in that one also. Just give me the Bucks by a 3-pointer there. I don't see any reason why they don't win this game. I don't like the trade that they made with Middleton and Kuzma, but let's see how it plays out. Let's see if they like to play fast. So I think when you have a lot of points, it's easy to recover a spread that's small like this because the ability to go put 8 quick points on the board because you want to get out and run just kind of can change the tempo of the game. And Philadelphia is definitely more of a grinded out team, although Maxey likes to run. They're more of a grinded out half court team, and they're just not equipped to beat Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, I don't see it. So we're going to take the Bucks -2.5. So real quick, LaSalle -1 or money line. Nebraska against Ohio State -2.5 at home. And then we're going to take the Bucks -2.5 at home against the Sixers. I would take that game up to about 4. Be careful who's playing. Look at that. So, I mean, there's a chance that I didn't see Embiid on the list of even playing today, which is probably where they're at. I don't know about Giannis. I haven't seen anything this morning, so monitor that before the game. I think all these games start at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. So they're before the Super Bowl. You can add to your bankroll and have some fun on a Sunday. Don't go crazy on these. These are not like, lock of the year, diamond lock, but let's do it. Let's go green on the Super Bowl. And then tonight, let's go red on the Super Bowl. Watch our video, get our insights. Real quick before I sign off, I think it's an absolute travesty that Kellen Moore was hired last night to take the Saints job, because that guy has a job to do today for the Eagles. He has a big job that he needs to focus on, and I get these guys are high-level jobs, high-level employees with high-level incomes, but anybody would be excited about a new job and knowing you're going to be the head coach of a team, and to do that the night before, it's almost like the Chiefs called that one in, but I'm glad that's the side my money's on right now, because I think that's a big blow to the Eagles to just kind of have even a slightest distraction for your coordinator to be knowing he's leaving in the morning. Either way, on Monday morning, he's going to the Saints facility, and he's already in New Orleans. It's not good. So, but yeah, that's my ending to the video. Let's go. Let's make some money today, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Super Bowl.